Hey guys, and welcome back to Talk Wrestling. I just got done watching Monday Night Raw, so this is the result show. Let's talk about it. So basically, Raw opened with the Wyatt family going out there talking about how they beat Roman and Dean, blah, 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 blah. Roman goes out there and says, hey, let's just have a one-on-one fight. That's what it's about, is me and you. Bray kind of accepts, and then the other Wyatts get involved. Dean comes out, and then here comes Randy Orton. He comes back after a couple weeks being away. He is back, and he is obviously now going to team with Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose, so that's awesome. We had a Charlotte celebration party. Ric Flair went out there and opened up and was saying how proud he is of Charlotte and all this other stuff. Charlotte went out there, was very happy. She's talking to Becky Lynch, saying thank you so much for being there. Talks to Paige, and then obviously Paige does her pipe bomb. She goes through and pretty much destroys Charlotte. She destroys Becky. She talks shit about Lana and Summer Rae, the Bellas, everyone. Natalia, who we haven't even seen on Raw in a really long time, and she trash talks Natalia. So Paige now is obviously against everybody, which is better because you can't have teams in one Divas Championship. So I'm okay with Paige going out on her own, but hopefully it leads to something pretty good. Also, you did have Natalia on Raw tonight. She confronts Paige and basically is like, hey, I am here. I have a match tonight against Naomi, and we'll see what happens. So they had Naomi versus I just said her name, Natalia. Naomi versus Natalia. Pretty solid match. It wasn't very long, but showcased kind of their athleticism. Naomi got the win there. I'm sure we'll see Natalia on Raw some more. What else we have? We have Ryback versus Bo Dallas. Kevin Owens interferes. So that's going to continue their thing. We had a 6-man tag match with the Dudleys and Dolph Ziggler versus Rusev and the New Day. Obviously, New Day and Rusev got the win, but I think it's because they needed to look a little bit stronger and get a clean, just dead set win. What else? We had, Kane was back on Raw tonight, dressed as Corporate Kane, kind of playing mind games with Seth Rollins. Who knows? Kane, if he's done right, is fun to watch, but I think right now it's him just going to be trying to play mind games with Seth Rollins the entire time. So, but it's looking like Kane will be the next challenger for the WWE Championship, maybe at Hell in a Cell. What else do we have? We have that. The main event was Cena versus Rollins in a rematch that Kane had put Seth Rollins in for the United States Championship. A good back and forth match. Rollins, give it to him, wrestling 3 matches within 24 hours. Still put on a really, really good match. So Cena got the win there. We had a few other things. Big Show wrestled Cesaro in a back and forth match. This is the point in Big Show's career where they're trying to make him look strong now. So when he wrestles Brock Lesnar in a couple weeks, that he doesn't look like a little baby. They think it'll be a contest, but they always forget that Lesnar beat the shit out of him a couple years ago at the Royal Rumble. They would like us to forget that happened, but it's not. We don't forget, WWE. We don't forget. The fans don't forget things. Especially me. I've been watching wrestling since I was 8 or 9, and I don't forget things. So we'll see how it goes. We all know how that's going to end. Big Show's going to get his ass kicked at Madison Square Garden. So, whatever. So overall, this Raw was okay. Only a few things that really stuck out. A few things that are moving the story forward on a few subjects, and other things that are kind of fillers, like Sheamus versus Mark Henry. They just needed somebody for Sheamus to go out there and beat, since he got beat up last night. So who knows? But thank you guys so much for watching. What did you think about Monday Night Raw tonight? Were you upset that they promoted Sting for tonight and he didn't show up? So who knows? But if you'd like to continue to talk wrestling, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.